Hi, today we're going to be looking at these two Nightfox night vision goggle monocular things. Now these are widescreen versions. I saw these on eBay for spares or repair, and I think I paid around about £20 each for them. And I think the retail for around about £100 to £120 each. This one records, it takes an SD card, and this one doesn't, so I think this is a slightly cheaper model than that one. So I think we'll have a look at this one first, and we'll just put this one to one side for a moment. Right, so we'll put some batteries in and we'll see what it does first of all. If I can figure out how to open the battery compartment. Right, it says open, but... Right, I'll grab some batteries. Let's get this bit of stuff out of the way. Right, so... Well, the button's clicking, but it doesn't appear to be doing anything. So it seems totally dead. I wonder if this is a similar problem to the other one that I looked at where there was a regulator blown. Right, let's see if we can get these batteries back out. And let's see how it comes apart. Right, I can see a couple of screws in the battery compartment, one either side down there. There's a couple here. And we've got some on the back of the viewfinder thing here as well. Right, let's start on doing some screws then. I need a slightly bigger screwdriver. So it looks like there's screw holes down here, but I can't feel any screws, unless there's a rubber bung or something in there. Let's grab a torch a sec. Let's see if we can see down these holes. I'll zoom down a bit. Yeah, so there might be some rubber bungs in there. Let's see if I can find something to try and fish those out. There's one. Well, the first one came out easy enough, but this one's been a bit more of a challenge. There we go. Right, now, do we need to take the ones out the back as well? Yes, I think so. That one just seems to be spinning. I wonder if somebody's been into this before, maybe, because these haven't got any plastic bungs on. I don't know if this whole back comes off. Yes, it does. Right. Seems like there's something holding it in the middle here. But I can't see any more screws at the front here. I've got a rubber gasket around the edge here. I'll just get that out of the way. So I don't know if there's a clip in there, or a screw or something. Let's see if I can shine a light down there. See if we can see anything. It's a bit hard to see, but there is something down there. You can see something down there. But as to what? Oh, there we go. That was just a clip. So if anybody else wants to take one of these apart, now you know how to do it. Right, so we have a camera module with a ribbon cable, and this is the main board. And all the wires seem intact. And that's the display down there with the ribbon cable. Tell you what, I'll pop some batteries back in first, then we can measure some voltages. I think that's what we'll do. There's the IR illuminator down there with the heatsink on the back of the LED. I don't like these battery connector things, they're a bit awkward. The battery just doesn't want to sit quite in properly for some reason. Right, I'll just zoom out a sec and we'll get the test meter in. And it looks like the power comes in just on this little connector here. So let's see if we can get the probes in. I don't seem to get any voltage there. Right, so we've got 2.8 there. These batteries might be slightly past the best. 2.7 there. Oh, hold on. It looks like there's a battery connector either side here. There's a one at that side and a one at that side, unless one of them's for the IR illuminator perhaps. Let's have a look. Yeah, it looks like one of them, this one on the right hand side goes to the IR illuminator. Let's get these little metal things out of the way. So are we getting any voltage on these ones? 2.7. Unless I didn't have my probes in properly on this connector. Let's just try and measure that again. No. Right, so that one goes to the bottom of here, and that one goes to the top of there. We're not getting any voltage out of the batteries for some reason. So why is that? Right, so negative comes from there. So we've got 2.8 8, and then it goes across. So it disappears under the chassis somewhere. It disappears and then it comes over to the bottom contact of that one. Okay, so we've got voltage there. Then it should go through to this cell. Hold on. Is this battery not sitting in properly? Right. Let's just try that again now. I don't think one of the batteries was seated in quite properly. Let's try this. I'm still got no voltage. Am I getting any voltage from there to there? Yeah, something up with that top back, not sitting quite right. Ah, look, I think I found what might be the problem. I'll just zoom down a bit. I wonder if it's just that battery terminal has been pushed in too far. Let's just compare it to the other side. Yeah, I'd say that one is a lot more flush to the plastic here, where this one seems to be pushed further back. I mean, if I try and hold them both there, you can just see the metal of that one, but you can't see it on there unless I tilt it way back, and then you can see it there. So I wonder if something's been broke in this, because I can't see how that actually can get pushed further back. Now hold on, there's like a plastic clip here or something. So how does that work? Alright, I think this whole thing is kind of glued in there. So I think this whole thing might actually slide out. Let's get a little screwdriver. Let's see if we can slide this whole section out. Might be a bit easier said than done. So I need an extra hand. I think that's it. Right, so that's the top one, it's actually the next one down. It's actually this contact here. I'll show a bit more light on the scene, see if we can see anything. Yeah, it looks a bit bent down there, the plastic. It's quite hard to see. So I wonder how that's happened. wonder if I could put some hot glue or something behind that contact. Put some hot glue behind it first and then slide it into place maybe. Or straighten the tab out and try and get some glue behind it. I don't know. I'm not sure on the best way of doing this. I think I'm going to have to use my tweezers to try and get it back in place because it's a bit of a nightmare. Right, I'll stick the hot glue gun on and we'll see if we can get anywhere with that. Right, I've got some hot glue here now. I'm going to stick a load on the back of this. And then hopefully before it goes off, try and get this back in place. Like so. I'm just making sure that's pressed forward as far as it can. Right, let's see how that looks. Well, it looks better, but I still don't think it's quite far enough forward. I mean, it's definitely better than what it was. I don't think it can go any further forward because it's got two little grooves there that it sits in. Right, I'll put this part back in. Yeah, you can see the two little grooves that it sits in there, so I suppose we could always try and build it up with a bit of solder if it still doesn't work. I might just reinforce the back of it with a bit more hot glue just to stop that from happening again as well. I think that should do. This bit back into place now, or attempt to. I'm just going to put a little dollop of glue on the top of there as well. Right, get this glue gun out of there. See if that's made any difference, because this could have multiple faults. It mightn't just be that. Right, where's the other battery gone? I'm just going to reposition this one because it doesn't seem to be sat in quite right. Right, which one was the part? Was this back one, wasn't it? Okay, still nothing. No. Again, it wouldn't because I haven't got the lead plugged in. Tell you what, we'll just check the voltage on here first. Right, I've got 6 volts on there now. Excellent. Let's try and get this little cable back in. Oh, I've just seen something happen. Right, so it just looks like it was that battery connection. Tell you what, while we're in here though, because I'm curious, and I'm sure if you like these type of videos you'll be curious too, let's have a look under here. So I want to see if it's the same sort of voltage regulator and circuit as the other one that I repaired. I mean, the circuit layout's different. Well, let's see what chipping that they're using if we can. Let's just zoom down a bit. Yeah, because on the last unit that I looked at, it was an IC here that had blown, which was the voltage regulator, and it looks like they're using very similar arrangement as well, because there's a voltage regulator here and there's a one over there. It looks like there's a bigger one over here, but that's for the IR emitter just here. GL3235A seems to be the main IC, and it looks like a flash type serial flash or SPI flash chip here, which will be storing the firmware. Right, curiosity satisfied. So I think what we'll do is we'll reassemble this one and we'll have a look at the other one, and then we'll do a proper test when it gets dark, I think, just to make sure that they're both working fine. Let's providing I can repair the other one. I want to get ahead of myself here. And this unit was actually easier to get apart than the other one, although saying that, the other one was actually already in pieces when I received it, but it didn't seem the easiest to get apart. This one looks fairly straightforward. Let's try and get these wires out of the way so when I put the top back on they don't get caught up in the gasket. Now I'll have to pull the batteries back out to get the other screws in. We'll get this gasket back on. A little bit of a twist going on here. Let's find a small screwdriver. There we go. Yeah, these screws don't tighten up very good. They're just turning and turning and turning. That's why I thought somebody had been into this before. Right, let's just check it still works. Yes. Right. With a menu on this, maybe? What's that? Is that? Ah, there we go. Right, so that one seems to work okay, but we'll give it a test later on when it gets dark. So let's have a look at the next one. Right, so let's have a look at this one then. Let's get some batteries put in it. Let's Right, this looks like it takes 8 batteries. Right. I have to find some more batteries. These are a bit awkward to go in. Right, got some more batteries here. Yeah, hang on. Let's just zoom down a bit. That's not going to work, is it? Well, what's the first thing I've discovered? It looks like there's a spring missing off here for a start. Does that just come out? Yes. That's handy. I think I've got some of these. Right, I shall be back in a moment. I'm sure I've got some of these somewhere. And resume. Yeah, they're slightly different size, these ones. Yeah, I thought I had some, but they're obviously a different size. Now I do have some other type of ones which are just like a wire with a spring on. So I wonder if I could solder one of those to there. Right, I'll see if I can find the other ones and resume again. Right, so this is what I've got. And I wonder if I can just solder that onto there like that. Right, I want to give that a go. Put my soldering iron on. Right, let's move that a bit more into view. I'll get a bit of flux on it. Let's turn the iron up a bit. Let's let that harden a sec, and then I'll see if I can put another blob at the top here. Right, let's let that cool down a minute. Right, still a little bit warm there, but that's cooled down pretty much. Well, that's well attached now. Let's see if there's anything else. I was only just that. Let's see if we can get that back in. There we go. So I think what's happened with these, or with this one anyway, is when they've been trying to put the battery in like that, they've probably just caught that spring. Let's see how these go on, and we'll see if it works. If that was the only problem, or if it's got more problems. Right, power on this one. Oh, look. Alright, well it appears that that one works as well. Has this one got any menu or anything? No, I think this one's just got a digital zoom. Yeah, and that's it. This one doesn't actually record, but it looks like they do a model similar that does record, because there's like a plastic thing here that looks like it could come out, and that's where you would put the SD card like on the other unit. Oh, well, that was a result. Right, so we'll test this one out a bit later on as well when it gets dark, and then we'll come back. See if it switches off. Goodbye. So this is some footage from the first night vision monocular that I fixed, and you can see one of our sheep there looking over, and a few rabbits. There's another sheep there shaking its bum, and another couple of sheep over there, and a few more rabbits. So that's from the first night vision monocular. Now this monocular doesn't record, so what I'm doing here is I'm holding my phone up against the screen, and then you can see the sheep and trees and things in the background, and this is what the view of my phone gets, and then this is again through the night vision monocular, and you can see a couple of the horses there, and that's just the phone looking in the distance, and that's through the night vision monocular, and they're probably wondering what's going on there by the way they're running around. Right, so there we have it then, repairing two Nightfox night vision monocular, goggle, binocular things, whatever you want to call them. So yeah, quite happy with that. Nice little easy fixes on both of them. Right, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more like it, please subscribe. Any comments or questions, please leave it in the comment section below. And as always, have a great day. Thanks for watching.